Hi, I'm Marion County Commissioner Sam Brentano. We're here with another rendition, I don't know what else to call it, of Marion County Today. And it's getting to be county fair time. And we have some special people here today and some special guests. But we're going to break right off and go right into a video and talk about the fair a little. All right, we're back, and I hope you enjoyed that video. Now we'll get down to meetings and people. And first with Brandy Buxton, who's a 4-H FFA youth on the board with Marion County Fair. So would you just introduce yourself and who you've got here with us? And don't let that goat go. It's giving me bad looks.
Sure. My name is, like you said, Brandy Buxton, and I actually serve on the Marion County Fair board. Have for the past 3 years. This is my 4th year. Actually serve as the Marion County Fair Board Treasurer. And I brought with me today Hannah Kramer and Mason Kramer, who are actually local 4-H members. They belong to the Jefferson Livestock Club in Jefferson, Oregon, and they come and exhibit their animals each year at the Marion County Fair.
So Brandy, you've been 4 years on the board, but I suspect you've been involved or something longer than that in 4-H.
I have. I started in 4-H when I was about 11 years old, and I actually showed cows, which we decided not to bring with us today for you, but I showed cattle and with Yamhill County. So when I moved to Salem for work purposes, I decided that I wanted to continue to be involved in the local county fair because I think it's an awesome opportunity for the county to get to know more about livestock and what the youth do in 4-H and FFA. So I joined the fair board and have been enjoying it ever since.
So Brandy, in real life, do you raise animals too? Is this a continuation?
I used to. I actually now work for Northwest Farm Credit Services, so I don't currently raise any animals. I used to raise cattle, did up until about 4 years ago when I moved to Salem.
There must be a horse somewhere, just tell me.
A horse? No, I've never been a horse person.
I would've swore.
I know. They're beautiful, but nah, I haven't ever owned one.
So what are all the different types and let's just, I'm going to blend a couple categories together. Different programs at the fair with 4-H and all the different types of animals. And I've been there quite a bit myself, and I know there's lots. But would you tell us?
Yeah, absolutely. We have multiple different types of opportunities for kids who are involved in 4-H and FFA to come and exhibit at the fair. So for animals, we can be looking at everything from goats, which Hannah and Mason have here. Hannah will be exhibiting a market goat for the first time this year, as all the way down to rabbits, which we have right here, cattle, horses, pigs, sheep. I believe there are llamas, guinea pigs, chickens, ducks, turkeys. I'm sure I've left something out somewhere along the way. And that's just the animal piece of it. We also have opportunities for people to exhibit. It used to be called open class. I believe it's now public exhibits. I'm not certain what the exact name is, but gives kids a chance to even bring in things that they've built with their Legos. You can bring in canned goods, quilts, crafting items, things you've grown in your garden. We really try to encompass all areas that people might be interested in.
So let's get down to business here. Let's talk some more about Hannah and Mason and their goat, who's only 4 months old and looks very mature and calm. I don't know how that happens. And then I don't know what you've got here for sure, but we'll, however you want to do it, but make sure everybody knows everybody by the time we get done.
Sure. Well, I'll let Hannah tell you a little bit about the goat that she has. Hannah, do you want to talk about Penny a little bit?
Sure. This is Penny. We take care of her the same we take care of the rest of our goats. We feed them every day. We trim their toenails when they need to be trimmed. And we give them a bath.
And you make sure that they're always really healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hannah, how many goats do you have? You made it sound like you have lots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, lots.
You have close to 20 big goats at your house, don't you?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And then Penny is actually Mason's project that he'll be taking to the fair.
Oh.
But we had Hannah come and help him out today.
Mason, what do you think about Penny? Anything you can tell us?
She's great.
Did you show Penny once this year?
Yes.
What kind of things do you do to show a goat, Mason?
You need to make sure their feet are right and make sure their head are up.
So this will be Hannah's 4th year coming to the Marion County Fair. She started out actually with a bunny project. That's what I have here today. Before kids are in 4th grade or 10 years old, they can only show one of the smaller items. So rabbits or chickens or guinea pigs. And Martin here is actually Hannah's bunny that she has as well. And this is the type of project that they
one,
call
too.
them clover buds if you're younger in 4-H that they would be showing at the fair.
Oh, there, that guy.
He wanted to show you he is still active.
That looked aggressive, that's all I know.
There's hair flying everywhere.
So, let's see, and Hannah, I'm not quite sure. So you did do bunnies, you do goats too? Are they just the same animals at some kind of a higher class? All right.
When you get to be Hannah's age, this will be Hannah's 1st year, you're allowed to show the larger animal livestock. So goats, sheep, pigs. And apparently Penny's tired.
All good.
She's going to have a seat.
So now you've got a lot of ribbons in your history, Hannah? A whole room full of them? No?
Not all, I have a lot, but
You're working on that, aren't you?
So let's go this way. Are you expecting to get some more this year? You have a pretty good entry. It
Probably.
isn't Penny, but Penny was going to eat that tablecloth, wasn't she? He? She? I've heard both now. Okay, I'm not sure.
She has a market goat as well. What's your market goat's name, Hannah?
Preston.
So we have the fair coming up. You're going to show some animals, and I think there's other activities that they keep you pretty involved with too. So let's just go down the line. I'll start. You've been involved for a long time. What do you like most about our Marion County Fair?
What do I like most? I love to see the kids exhibit their projects that they've worked on throughout the year. So that's my big push for the county fair, and that could be, the canned goods, baked goods, their craft projects, and then especially their animal projects, which is what I've always been involved in. So that's my favorite part.
There's also, for the projects, there's like memory books where you can like enter pictures in a book that you can make.
And you have one from previous years? So do you look at to remind you about the fun things you did and things you look forward to? Oh, you must meet some people, friends that you only get to see here. Does that happen?
Friends that you see at the fair?
And how about you, Mason?
I like the games.
Oh, games. What in particular?
Where you get to ride tractors
What else?
on the wagons
Mm-hmm.
to go to building to building.
Not the rides, not the food? All right. All right.
He likes those too.
So let's talk a little bit and kind of wrap it up of what to see and what to do. Anything you'd add, Brandy?
Sure. I would say definitely go to the website for the Marion County Fair and check out all of the activities that we have, because I am certain I've forgotten something along the way here. But there's so many things to see and do, and each day kind of brings new activities. And so I would definitely say go to the website, check it out, find out what day would be best for your family to come and get a taste of what the Marion County Fair is all about.
So this may scare you, Hannah. I'm going to put you on the spot, but let's just see what you know so far. I actually took animal evaluation in college. We mostly worked on beef and pigs, naturally. But I know there's certain things you look for in a goat. So if you were showing Penny here, what would you highlight as his or her special features and why is such a wonderful animal?
Well, when you show them, you have a special collar. It's not really a collar, it's more like a chain. And you put it in a spot so it doesn't choke them when you try to get them to walk. And when the judge is watching you, when you walk along, you always make sure the goat's in between you and the judge.
So the goat is highlighted, huh?
And what kind of things do you look for? Do you want Penny to have a wide top and
Long body.
Long body. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you at the fair, and good luck with your animals. Nice to meet you, Hannah and Mason and Brandy, as always. So we'll sign off for a little bit and then see where else we're going with our county fair. Thank you.
I'm Janet Carlson, Marion County Commissioner, and I am here today with Tamara Getch, who is the Director of the Community Services Department at Marion County, and Jill Ingalls, who is with Ingalls and
Associates.
Ingalls Associates. Okay, I had to get that straight. Yeah. And has been working, this is your second year, right? Working with the Marion County Fair as our fair consultant. So welcome, both of you. So glad that you're here.
Thank you.
Let's talk for a minute about you. Tammy, just give a little background. When and how did you get involved with the Marion County Fair?
Well, I've been with Marion County for a number of years. However, over the last 4 years, I've taken on a new role in being the director of the department. And as I took that on, been able to have the opportunity to play with the fair and be able to participate with the fair board to help put this on. And so I've been able to see the fair from a different perspective and give input, as well as help to guide through the county's process, as well as help bring the fair to the public.
And you've been really creative in helping us bring a lot of new things to the fair. When you look back, what are one or two things that you're the proudest of that you've been able to bring to the fair?
Well, the things that I'm really excited about is that we're trying new things all the time. I think when we think about the fair and new activities, there isn't any one thing that outshines another. I think we're just open to trying new opportunities. We've had, due to partnerships, we've had the camel rides that we had last year. We tried a fun run for a year. We're just trying new things to try to bring in new flavor into the fair, in and out.
Excellent. Jill, you have been involved with fairs for a long time. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and then kind of your perceptions about the Marion County Fair?
Oh, awesome. Yes, I was previously the Lynn County Fair manager at the fairgrounds. I was there with that fair for 10 years. So grew up actually with horses and doing things around the fair as part of the fair, and then gradually got into event management and more marketing side of things. So working for Lynn County really got 10 years under my belt, and then started working with my husband in our own agency, and we're consultants to festivals and events across the state, and we actually work with quite a few fairs.
Okay.
Marion County being, I have to just say, it's absolutely the most supported by its people and the commissioners especially, but the local agencies. Everybody pulls out 100% to get behind their fair, and this is a very impressive example of what it should be like.
Well, we've been having a lot of fun working with you, and you've also brought a nice new perspective to our fair. We really appreciate that. So I don't think we had a chance to actually tell people when the fair is. So can Tammy, or who wants to give the dates and a little bit of the details on that?
Well,
You want to?
the dates are July 7th through 10th, and we're open at 9 o'clock on the 7th of July. So we hope that will be the first day of many days for you to enjoy the fair. And tickets are available online, as well as at the gate when you arrive. If you would like to have a little bit of knowledge about what's going on, you can go to mcfair.net. And look at all the activities going on that'll have the price for tickets, as well as activities that we have planned.
Very good. And Jill, I know you've been really active on Facebook, so can you talk about what that page is called and how people can go like us on Facebook?
Sure, just look for Marion County Fair. Make sure it's Marion County Fair, Oregon, because there are lots of Marion County fairs across the nation, but you'll recognize it right off the bat. So we're constantly posting updates and exciting things that are coming, and there'll be a few contests potentially. People should be watching for that. So it's really fun. We're getting a lot of people offering up photos of when they were kids and things. So
Right. I know Commissioner Cameron's going to talk to you in more detail about that in the next segment. So let's talk about STEAM. So STEAM, S-T-E-A-M, stands for science, technology, engineering, and usually it's engineering and math. It's STEM, but we've added an A. And what does the A stand for?
that's for arts.
For the arts.
But of course, with Marion County, we also think it's agriculture. So
Oh, no,
we're
that's
adding our
very
own little
good.
twist as well.
That's right.
You need to write a paper about that so the rest of the United States can follow.
We'll
follow
start
suit. Right,
soon.
that's very good. So Tammy, give us an overview. What is STEAM?
So STEAM for Marion County is a new venture. We're really looking at how we can bring all of the things that you mentioned into the fair in a real tangible way, and will give us an opportunity to bring a new perspective for fairgoers. So if you think about life in general, we have science going on all around us. Math is used day in and day out. Arts is, billboards and infrastructure and design, that's all over the place. However, we haven't done those types of things on purpose in the Marion County Fair. And in January of this year, went and learned a little bit about the STEAM program and what other fairs are doing in other states. And when I saw that, I just got so excited. I thought, this is what Marion County Fair needs to add to its repertoire of what it can offer. And really what we're trying to do is create the largest classroom in Marion County for not only fair goers, but give kids and participants who are participating in after-school programs or summer programs a place to come and explore things in a different way.
So right now we have a lot of things going on for families and youth at the fair. I mean, that's the fair tradition. So we heard about 4-H, and so 4-H and FFA are the kind of the two linchpins for the fair. And then we've had open class, and which we're now calling what? Competitions?
Public
competitions.
Yes.
But there are youth types of competitions there. So this overlays kind of another element of education for the fair. So Jill, can you give us some examples of some projects at the fair that use STEAM?
Well, and I think even going back just a little bit, and that is, when we said tying in agriculture, we had a couple of sponsors, Marion County Farm Bureau and Country Financial, that stepped forward and said, we want to help make this. And the important link between the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, obviously, is the agriculture industry is saying, we need the job market, we need the people coming out of school, obviously connecting this back to agriculture, because if you've seen a tractor or a combine lately, you just about have to have an engineering degree to drive it with the technology that's required inside. So connecting that back to agriculture. So that just made us think about that connection as well. And by doing that, we're finding there's a lot of things that's already there. So arts, the quilting, and some of the beautiful things that are made in the open publications. Obviously, technology and things. We're bringing in the Boys and Girls Club to do an actual DIY, do-it-yourself, hands-on engineering problem-solving project that they'll be doing on Friday for Awesome Day and Sunday for Family Day. And so those are two really big activities that the public will be able to get in there and actually hands-on.
So describe that a little bit more. So what will the public actually do with this display?
I understand there's going to be puzzles and things that they can build and things that they can actually try to solve. So there'll be a problem that they'll have to solve by using some of these STEAM elements.
I see, very good. So do you know what part of the fairgrounds they would find this on?
That one will be inside the Columbia Hall.
Okay.
There will be another one inside the 4-H auditorium, which is using coloring and arts. They're going to be actually using a color wheel and some kind of a formula that's yet to be discovered by me on how to do paint by number. And the public is invited to actually paint the mural, and you'll be using hands-on to actually be part of that mural. And so you can come and be part of that and actually create your own mural at the fair.
So it has numbers, so it has math, it has
math
art,
and
it has all of that. That's great.
Yes, yes.
Well, very good. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here today and sharing a bit about STEAM. And now we'll go to the next segment where we'll have an opportunity to learn even more about the fair.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Kevin Cameron, one of your Marion County Commissioners, and I'm here to continue our program about the Marion County Fair, and with Jill Ingalls, who I think you were introduced in the last segment with Ingalls and Associates, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the highlights at the fair that are happening, and I know some of these things that are special, so why don't you share a little bit about what's going to be happening at the fair this year?
Yes, there's so many new things going on. The public competitions, we like to really focus on that this year, because the superintendents that work so hard on all the different contests and competitions have really gotten imaginative this year, and we even have a Pinterest account. So you can go onto Pinterest for all sorts of ideas about what you can make to enter into the county fair and do a competition that way. Earn a ribbon or maybe some prize, at least bragging rights for something really great. But new categories include photos that you took with your cell phone. Legos.
I could do that.
There you go. There's even a coloring contest that you can download off the website and bring in to intake and enter. And when you enter an item, you get a free pass to the fair.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. So there's lots of new things, lots of new ways to get involved and enter, and you know, friendly competition amongst your neighbors or coworkers is pretty good.
So Commissioner Brentano is been bragging about some special category that he's going to enter called a splash of color. Well, is that new?
I
The
believe
flowers?
it's in the floral department, yeah.
Okay, so anybody who's watching, you need to make sure you enter. You get a free pass if you enter, right? You need to enter your splash of colors flowers because he thinks he's going to win this, and we want to make sure that there's some really good competition out there for him. So
The more
it's
the
kind of
merrier.
fun too to do that.
Very much fun.
Like also there's bakery. What kinds of things can you enter in the baking side?
Well, cheesecake is a big one, and we know
Cheesecake.
that, yes. And the Marion County Dairy Wives sponsor a very special contest as well. That's on Thursday, I believe. So there's lots of different baking and cooking and recipes that you can share as well.
Wow.
And you can download it all off the website as well. So you can go onto the website and find out all the different things you can enter.
Okay. Well, I don't get to judge the cheesecake because I'm not senior enough. He takes over the cheesecake judging, but there is something I get to do, and if people want to come out, and maybe we'll get to do it again. I was designated by my peers as the permanent commissioner dog dummy. Did you hear about that last year at the fair? I got in
How did I miss
the
that?
sheriff's dog dummy suit, you know, and the dog attacks you and comes after you. Well, I have this certificate that we'll have to probably show it on TV here one of these days.
That would be really good to
yeah,
see.
it's actually me in a dog suit at the fair. So what about, what are we doing for our vets this year? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. Thursday is Honor Day, and that is the first day, opening day at the fair.
Okay.
And we honor both our seniors and our veterans. And so seniors are free all day, veterans as well. And then in the evening, we have a very special commemoration to the vets between 5 and 6 o'clock.
On
And
Thursday
that's-
evening.
Yes, on Thursday
We're going to
evening.
honor them, and people are welcome to come out and
Yes.
show their appreciation for
Right,
those.
exactly, yeah.
What about families? Is there any special days, special events, and what's that all about?
Well, really the fair is good for families all the time, but
Mm-hmm.
we really focus on the family on Sunday. And it's just fun activities. Home Depot does their Home Depot Build It, and so you can bring the kids out and build something for free. But all of the activities will be there. There's Walk on the Wild Side where you can meet the wild animals, which is extremely exciting, as well as the reptiles. Brad's World of Reptiles will be here as well. So all of these things go on all during the week, but we really focus on the families on Sunday, and there's a reduced admission price for 12 and under.
Okay, that sounds really good. Speaking of wild animals, Hannah and Mason were in here with that goat, and I
Yes.
got goat hair on me.
I've noticed
Yeah.
there's a little
Little
Residue.
little goat hair.
Yeah.
And then when the goat, it did really good right here with Commissioner Brentano, but then when it walked out the door, it couldn't make it any longer. So we had to take care of that. It's been part of doing this recording has just been like it being at the fair, experiencing those kinds of things.
That's
So
what we're going for.
what about entertainment?
Entertainment, we keep that main stage busy the whole 4 days, but especially focus on Friday and Saturday night. And on Friday night, we have Reckless Kelly, which is kind of a country rock,
I know.
very popular from
Yeah.
this area. So come out and see Reckless Kelly. And then Saturday night, we have a band from Canada. They're Canadian Music Award winners called High Valley. And they're getting a lot of play on local radio stations and things right now. So we're excited about that. Their sound is incredible. And in fact, you can download a snippet off the website, I believe, and on the Facebook.
Are they a country?
They
type
are.
band?
Country
Okay.
duo. Yep.
Good. So food, this is like my favorite part, curly fries. Are we going to have Bob's Hamburgers there
Oh
again this
yes.
year?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Bob's, Golden Grill, the Dog House, Adam's Rib.
Okay.
Oh, and
so local vendors.
yes. Locals,
yeah.
very much as well, as we really try hard. The committee meets and looks at all the applications. They try hard not to have any duplications. So some of the favorite items, there might be 2 that are dealing with that, but you have a lot of variety. There's 16 different booths with all sorts of offerings.
I just can't stay away from the curly fries. It's a bad one for
We
me.
have a street corn on the cob, Tex-Mex street corn. That's
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex street corn. I'm looking forward to that one.
Wow. So, is there anything else that people should think about when they come to the fair? We've talked about obviously the carnival rides. There's those types of things, but is there any other show times that that they should think about coming to observe?
Sure. If you look at the website, all of the days have special features, so there might be something that's just on for a special amount of time. But I think the one that we're really excited about is the superheroes from Portland. So if you want to meet Spider-Man or Iron Man or some of those guys, come on Sunday afternoon from about 1 to 4. That's Family Day. But I think the other thing is, a lot of people think of the fair as just the carnival or just one of the items that they've always done in a tradition. But if you really spend enough time to get through the fair, it probably takes you 2 days to do everything there is to do. So plan on coming and spending a full day enjoying the fair, getting everything that you can out of it. Make sure the kids are there to really experience all the different things to offer.
Yeah, there's all kinds of hidden secrets if you go and search for them. And you're talking about the superheroes coming. So is the dog dummy suit? Could I potentially be in the superheroes category in my dog dummy suit?
I bet you could defend yourself against the Joker, because I heard the Joker is coming, so that could be a good way.
I'm getting laughed at over here off to the side. So, well, this is let's go back through and review the dates of the fair are July 7th through the 10th.
Yes.
And I think we said it opens at what time on the
It
7th?
opens to the public on Thursday at 10 a.m.
Okay, 10 a.m.
And so it's 10 to 10, 11 to 11.
Okay.
And it's in the website all the times, and special pricing is on the website.
And the entertainment on Friday and Saturday is included in your
Yes.
entrance, your ticket.
And one thing we failed to mention was Saturday night, not only do we have High Valley, but it's a rough stock rodeo in the arena as well. So
And that's included?
All included. It's free
Rodeo.
with your admission.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, maybe they'll put the dog dummy suit out there to take care of the bulls or something. Well, and then you can go to the website, which is Marion or
It's
MC.
mcfair.net.
Okay, and that'll show you all the activities.
Absolutely.
The dates and times. You could actually see when Mason's going to show his goat. They'll have
Yes.
a time for that.
Yes,
on
the
there.
4-H,
4-H
link
tickets.
to all the different activities 4-H does.
Okay. Well, great. So we just want to say thank you for you and the work you're doing in your company to help organize and make this a great fair. I want to thank Commissioner Carlson as well for the years and Tamara for the years of service that they've given to help Marion County Fair be successful. And one of the other things that people don't know about is we have a great partnership with the State Fair and the State Fair Council, and we've worked to help them make some improvements. So we just want to encourage people to come out to the Marion County Fair, July 7th through the 10th, and we thank you for watching this.